going to do something we haven't done in a while, and that's to make a very simple envelope out of book page. So what I have done is glued 2 book pages together just to give it a little more sturdiness, and I just use glue stick for that. So the top piece is right side up and the back piece is upside down, and that's so when you turn it up, your text will be in the right direction. I don't do any measuring for this. I just simply fold up and leave, I don't know, 1.5 inches or so at the top. Okay, make sure your edges are lined up. And then this will fold over, but you don't want to fold it all the way down. You want to leave a little bit of a space, about 1/4 inch or so, for the flap. Okay, hope you can see that. I'm going to round these corners here. And I'm leaving that raggedy edge. All right, so I'm going ahead and ink my edges real quick. So there's our basic envelope. All right, I want a window in mine, a little small window right here to the edge on this side. So I'm going to go get a small die cut for that. I'm just going to use a rectangle. Now I'm going to cover this window up with some very pale pink tulle, just a scrap piece that I have. But if you're going to do that, you're going to need to cover the back side. So the tulle will go down here over the window, and then you need to cover that up with another piece of paper. I'm just going to use more book page. I'm just going to stick this in here. And then I will cut my window out of everything all at one time. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and you want to put this down a little bit lower so you have room to put your flap back down and it won't interfere with it, okay? So I'm going to put mine about right there. Let's get our scissors out. Lay this on here. And you can tape that down. I think I will tape it down just a little bit. All right. Put this on top. Okay, so we've got that piece cut off. I'm going to go ahead and put a little pencil line here. Okay. So here, we don't need much of this. I'm just going to you're barely going to know that it's there. And you can use whatever you have. You can use lace. You can use some sort of clear material like a cereal box lining, acetate, anything like that. All right. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of this off. Add a little bit of glue, but I am going to sew around that. Had way more than I needed here, so I'm just going to trim that off. So I'm going to allow that to dry. I'm going to sew around it, and then I'll go back in and we'll add our inside lining. And so whatever we put on inside the envelope will show through this little window. All right, I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll come right back. Okay, this is still a little too wet to sew, so let me show you something else we're going to do. We're going to make a journaling card to go inside, and I'm going to take the book page that I cut off, and I'm going to attach it to this coffee dyed paper. Obviously, we'll be trimming this down so that it fits inside the envelope. Okay, this had time to dry, and I have stitched around the window. I wanted to ink around the window too, and I didn't do that before I added the tool, so I just put the little cutout in there to cover that up, and then just kind of went around and inked that window. Okay. All right. I also decided to just tape the edges of the tool down just for security. I don't think it was necessary, but I just wanted to be sure that did not move around any. The next thing we're going to do now is just try to line this up on the opposite side and get it glued down. May have to do a little bit of trimming, which is fine. So I'm going to glue this side of the envelope. Don't get too close to that window or it'll just seep through. Okay. And then very carefully line that up because I don't want to see that through the window. We can trim everything else off. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now that we've put this on, when you slip something inside the envelope, it will not catch on the stitches that we just made around that window. So let's spread this glue out. And I'm just going to just a little bit trim off that envelope piece or that book page that's showing through, and then just re-ink it. Okay, so this is where we are right now. Now I am going to stitch around here just again for security, but for right now, let's go ahead and decorate the front of our envelope just a little bit. We don't have a whole lot of room to put stuff, but we can put a little bit. So I have this scrap piece of doily. I don't even know where I got it from, and I just cut off a section of it. Just trying to figure out how I want to use it on here. And then I want to put, let's see. That might be the best right there. Okay, and then I have this butterfly that I want to include. And it will cover up the window just a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And I think that looks gorgeous. All right, let's go ahead and get that glued down. We'll trim that off later. And then we begin the marathon task of getting the backing. Oh, it's going to come off easily. I don't believe it. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and put just a tiny bit of glue around the edges of this butterfly to make sure it doesn't lift up. Let's see, let's do it like that. Now, I have to add bling to my butterflies. I just have to do it. Let's see, that's too purple. Oh my. What's not to love about that? I'm going to go ahead and trim this fabric piece off. And then this will go down. So we probably better cover that up. That's not very attractive, is it? Let's see. I think what I'll do is just kind of stamp over top of it. I have this little floral stamp. It's not all going to fit on there, but I don't think that matters. Let's go ahead and ink this guy up. I'm trying to cover up that ink spot as best I can. And there we go. That doesn't look bad at all. Perfect. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this aside for now. Now let's check on our journaling card. I ended up putting a second piece of book page over top of that just because it didn't feel sturdy enough. So let's trim this down. And that's perfect. I could have cut it a little bit larger, but I didn't want those margins on the side, so that'll work. Now I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. Okay, and you know, this stamp looked so pretty on the envelope. I think I'm going to stamp my journaling card with it as well. Okay, and I want it to show through the window. So probably about right here. Yeah, that works perfectly. All right, I'm going to go sew around the edge of my envelope, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've sewn around this all the way around the outside edge. I'm going to just take my bone folder and just run it across the back. Smooth down those stitches. Stick our little journaling card in. And there we have our little envelope. Now I can wrap some ribbon around this to close it. Let me show you an example of that. I don't want to put a catch here on the front and cover that butterfly up. So let me get some seam binding. So I got this beige and I got this blue. I think either one will work. And this is just a pretty little addition into your journal. And you just have to have some patience letting the glue and stuff dry so that you can do your stitching. But I just think that's absolutely beautiful and super easy. And we just used some book page, and that's all there was to it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, today's verse is Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Revelation 21, chapter 21, verse 4, is a beautiful promise of hope and restoration. This verse is part of John's vision of the new heaven and new earth, where God will dwell with his people, and everything broken by sin, suffering, and sorrow will be made new. The image of God wiping away our tears shows his deep compassion and personal care. It is not just that pain disappears. God himself brings comfort and healing. This promises that death will no longer exist. The separation and grief caused by death will be gone. Sorrow and crying will end. Every heartbreak and loss will be redeemed. Pain will be no more. The struggles we experience in this life will not last forever. The former things will pass away. God's new creation will be completely restored. Life can bring moments of sadness, disappointment, and loss, but Revelation 21:4 reminds us that our pain is not the final chapter. God sees every tear, knows every hurt, and promises a future where suffering is replaced with his perfect peace. This verse invites us to hold on to hope, not because life is always easy, but because God's promise is greater than our circumstances. One day, the same God who walks with us through our hardest moments will wipe away every tear and make all things new. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the project. Until then, have a blessed day, and I'll see you later. Bye.